Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Again, I have a YouTube community poll winner that we're going to be doing today, all about your next life-changing moment. This is what the majority of people voted for, so that is what I'm doing. Please make sure to follow my community posts so that you can vote in future polls to select what you would like to see next. I love to do this because I want to produce content that you guys want to see. So anyhow, we obviously have three groups here: group 1, group 2, and group 3. Rhodonite, turquoise, and moonstone. For those of you who are curious, please do remember that this is a general reading and not a personal one. So there's no reason to take anything personally. If something does not resonate, just take what does, leave the rest. Sometimes in these particular types of readings, nothing might make sense at first, but later on it'll hit you and it will completely, you'll be like, oh, okay. So you have to have patience with this, okay? Everything is not instantaneous, and that's just not reality in life anyway. So anyhow, guys, if you would like to get a personal reading, you can do so at my Patreon. The link to that is in the drop-down box below. I also want to remind everybody to check out the AURELIA website information, which is in the drop-down box below. Make sure that you follow that. Follow the YouTube channel as well, and grab a copy of Hunting the Empress for some nice, fun, perfect spring reading for you guys. So go ahead and select whichever group is calling to you, and let's get started. Those of you who selected group 1, this is going to be your reading. We are looking at all about your next life-changing moment. So the main energy that we have here is the Strength card. This is Leo energy. So this could have to do with a Leo individual. And this also can indicate timing for Leo's season. But and it's all about strength. It's having courage, bravery. It's going to be a very powerful, profound moment, this next life-changing moment for you, where you're really tapping into your courage. You're also going to be very social and dealing with humanitarian things. This is also the 5th house in astrology, which deals with, it's the house of joy. It has to do with children, parties, love affairs, things like this. It's also a creative house. It's definitely having to do with the entertainment industry for some. Very, very interesting stuff. Some of you could be this could also indicate that you will be getting a new furry friend for adopting a pet, a dog or a cat in particular. You're definitely going to be dealing with people. This is a very social, like I said, card. Anything having to do with, you could be gaining some public recognition, and dealing with a lot of HR stuff. Okay, that's definitely it. Now, to be very specific, where area of this life is this happening? This is the 2nd house. This is all about our money and our earned income. This also has to do with our self-worth, and it is Sun in Taurus, which is right around the corner here, folks. And this is Leo. So I feel almost if you're starting something, especially during Taurus season, you can definitely see the results of it during Leo seasons, or else this is just having to deal with 2nd house matters. This is also Venus ruled. Okay. So we're dealing with solar stuff and we're dealing with Venus stuff. This is positive energy that I'm feeling here. This could have to do with the acquisition of some kind of, you're adding to your income. You could be gaining a new source of income. You could you want to be careful of overdoing it in the realm of Venus related things, like too much food, too much pleasure, too much socialization, going overboard with it to the point where you can get greedy or something. You want to really be careful with that and dial it back. I do want to read, well, maybe I should put down the cards first. So let's do oh my God, no way. This fucking so makes sense. So we have the 2 of Wands. This is all about negotiation, planning. We have Scorpio energy with the Death card. Very interesting. We have 2 fixed signs. Well, actually we have 3 fixed signs. Fuck. This is a lot of fixed energy that's happening here. We have Taurus, Leo, and Scorpio. So, but there's some sort of metaphorical death that's happening here. Also, this could straight up have to do with an inheritance that you are gaining through, unfortunately, the passing of someone. And then we have the Three of Cups. Although I really am not feeling like it is the passing of someone, although it could be. I feel like this is more like the old you is definitely dying, and it's taking, you know, a lot of strength and courage to step into the new you. And it's very much a place of power. I feel like this turn of events most definitely could be happening. And this could literally be a startup of a new relationship while you are when you are socializing. This is the Three of Cups. This is like dinners with friends, get-togethers that are more, you know, like the Four of Wands is more like a big thing, like a festival or, you know, ceremony of some kind, wedding ceremony or something. But this is more like intimate, you know. It's definitely this experience is going to be one of like a lot of pleasure. This could be starting up of a new romance here. And what's very interesting is you have been planning for this. You have been like waiting for this to happen, I feel. So let's take a look at acquisition and read what this is all about here. Again, we have solar energy coming up big time. This is very masculine energy. So this is most definitely, there is a masculine. I almost feel like, yeah, they're definitely a fixed sign. They've got some heavy fixed energy, which I want to warn you right now. Too much fixed energy makes for a stubborn ass, like literally, like where the person is so stubborn, they will argue with you until they're blue in the face. If they don't like the answers that you give, they will continue to argue and argue and argue with you because they want to try to manipulate to change your answer. And that's not how the world works. Each individual has their own opinion, has their own thought processes and stuff like this. And they know what's good for them most of the time. And I get the sense that if this is you and you have like some heavy fixed energy, there needs to be like a metaphor, like literally a transformation within yourself to learn how to go with the flow more. I feel like with you guys, you definitely can sit down and start journaling out where in life you've been too rigid and to put up too many walls around yourself and just have not been flexible enough. Because this is the problem that fixed energy people have. They think the world is going to bend to their will and it's going to do whatever they say and stuff like this. But that is not the way the world works. These people need definitely to start utilizing more mutable energy and then cardinal energy, because mutable is like we're going with the flow, we're bending, we're changing, we're putting ourselves in somebody else's shoes. It's the good of the whole, okay? And the cardinal energy is let's get shit done, let's do this, let's put this into work, you know, let's make this shit happen. You know, fixed energy is good for somebody, you know, when it comes to certain careers and certain aspects, this kind of energy is very beneficial, but too much of it can like literally wreck your life, okay? It's like check yourself before you wreck yourself. A lot of times, too much fixed energy in a person, they will literally stay in relationships and situations that have, you know, long been past overdue, and, you know, they're just not working out, and then they end up miserable, and they always say they're going to leave, but they think that they can will the other person into changing to do what they want, and that's just not going to happen. You know, this kind of energy needs to relax a little bit more and have joy, have fun. You know, this is the good side of Leo. It's like where we loosey-goosey, we have fun, we smile, we enjoy our life and stuff like this. You know, this on the flip side is extraordinarily stubborn and can be quite nasty. So let's take a look at the Sun in Taurus, which that's coming up. It's a very spring energy, you know, very rebirth and new beginning, you know, kind of energy for sure. So with this one, glasses might be helpful at this particular time. This card shows a strong desire to achieve financial independence and often indicates the ability to amass a comfortable amount of money. Now, this is where that fixed energy kicks ass and where it comes in handy, especially with Scorpio energy. Taurus energy is nothing to shake your finger at, but definitely the Scorpio energy, where that fixed energy is really good at like dealing with money and saving money if it's used in a positive way, okay? Very stick to the guns, stick to the budget, let's do this shit, you know? So anyways, strong desire to achieve financial independence and often indicates the ability to amass comfortable amount of money. Nice. The danger when this card appears is that a natural love for life's pleasures will express itself in greed, over lavish behavior, and ostentation. The card also indicates a need to hold on to possessions and may indicate a challenge to ownership. So that's, whenever you're facing a challenge and stuff, and you have to stand your ground and protect yourself, that's when the fixed energy comes in handy very much so. So the events here with this particular card are those involving pleasure, and that's very reflecting. This is what this card is saying, but it's reflecting this. Artistic encouragement, yes. Or expensive indulgence, that would be these two for sure. Resistance to change, all of those, okay? A dispute over possessions, I'd say this one, definitely this one. And this is very stubborn energy too. So discovery of something of value, a win, gift, or a surprise receipt of money. So there's your, what this has to do with. And I feel like if you guys have been really on top of your finances and you've really been planning and negotiating your way maybe into a new position or a job or something like this, it's going to work out for you and there's much to celebrate. I see that there's a positive, outcome to this, but it requires a great deal of transformation. It has to deal with knowing when to hold them, know when to fold them. Okay. We're doing some Kenny Rogers shit here. Okay. Know when to walk away, know when to run. Okay. Seriously, if you don't know the freaking lyrics to that song, Google them. Okay. Because that's like the theme for this one for sure. But yeah, there's some kind of celebration. I also feel that for some of you, you're definitely going to be meeting a partner at this. And it's like somebody who definitely lights you up. They thrill you. They make your heart flutter. Okay. Again, this could be, and also for the job that you guys are working, into, could have something to do with finance. It also could have to do with the negotiation and plannings and some sort of leadership job, maybe dealing with the justice system. Anything, like anything very intellectual. Most definitely planning and negotiations though. Okay. Acquisitions and mergers, maybe, these are all areas because we have a lot of finance stuff sitting here, but there's also pleasure and joy. Okay. You are definitely going through a transformation. And I really do feel like it has to do with second house matters, you guys. But it's not just second house matters. It's fifth house and eighth house matters. There's definitely through this whole, like you are getting hit hard here. Where it's the second house is lit the fuck up. The fifth house with dating, pleasures, romance, fun. I don't see birth of babies here. Okay. I'm not seeing that. But eighth house is other people's money, royalties, commissions. It has to do with, deep intimacy, hot sex, things like this. So pretty interesting stuff. There is definitely socialization. Maybe even some of you are going to begin a business or start a job where you are working in some kind of like, almost like PR or like party planning or something like this. I'm seeing this as well, where, it's like very social, very fun. You might even get this tip for this new beginning, and this completely changes your life through a friend group. Like you could be having dinner with friends or something, or, attending some sort of like little intimate dinner or invite or lunch or some kind of get together. And this is how you find out about this, and it completely changes your life. Really kind of interesting stuff here. Okay, guys, so that's it. That's all I'm seeing here for this one. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and head over to my website or my Patreon if you would like to get a personal reading. If you'd like to pick up a copy of Hunting the Empress, do head over to my website. I would love that. And if you follow my new YouTube channel, that would be fabulous too. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'll catch you next time. Those of you who selected group 2 with the Peruvian turquoise, this is a very high vibing stone. I love turquoise. It just, often this color will show up in my dreams. It's very, very up there, working with this is not a bad thing, especially if you're trying to open up, everything, basically. So, Let's see what your next life-changing moment will be. First, we're going to start with the overall energy here. And we have Aquarius energy with the Star card. Okay, so this is 11th house matters. You could be dealing with somebody who is heavy Aquarius energy. This has to do with community, like special like groups or clubs or any of this kind of stuff that you're a part of. It could also indicate making money through a corporation, you know, like a big, you know, like working for like in the corporate realm of things for sure. We also have the moon in Pisces with empathy. This is loyalty on the line here. It's very interesting because we have the 11th and then we have the 12th house here. That is indicated. The 12th house is very spiritual and it's very interesting because you guys chose this. Wow. And the turquoise is here. That is so high vibing, very, very, you know, the realm of, you know, Neptunian kind of coloring and everything like this. So it is very much on the other side of the veil. This is, you know, I always like refer to Aquarian energy, especially Aquarian rising people as the aliens of the group. You know, kind of like we're attracted to weirdness, the unusual, very humanitarian in thinking, and we just like, we always seem like we're from a different place. Everybody thinks we're from a different place than we're actually from. It's just, it's kind of a weird kind of trippy energy. It's very utopian energy and it's very big picture energy. I get the sense this life-changing moment here that's coming up is going to require, like, it's going to trigger a lot of empathy within you. And you are, because you see the big picture and you see where this is going. So I'm really wanting to pull, oh, wow, look at this, you guys. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Fool card and we have the Six of Swords. Someone is leaving behind what no longer serves them. We're moving. You guys are moving. You're moving because of a job offer. I get the sense the empathy card is dealing with the fact that you're so worried about hurting other people or people feeling like you get this amazing offer. And it is like literally all that you've hoped for. It is your dream job, but it requires you to move away. So you have very close friends and family that are around you. And, you know, they've expressed in the past that they never want to leave, you know, they don't want you to leave and they adore you and they love you so much and blah, 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 blah. Okay. But you have to do what's good for you. This is your dream job. It's not like you're going to disappear out of these people's lives. It's always difficult to go through a change, but these people have to accept the fact that you're not always going to be, you know, you have to live your life too. And that's pretty selfish when people are like that. And believe me, I understand it's like where you have this like heartstring attached to somebody else. But if you really love and you care about them, you let them go. And you let them go live their best life. But it doesn't mean that you're not in their life anymore. It means that you just have a little bit of a distance between you. Maybe you're living in the next city over or something like this. I swear to God, that really irks me so bad. Somebody lives 45 minutes away and people act like it's the end of the fucking world. It's like, it's not. You have, you know, public transportation and you have cars. It's not like you can't plan to get together. I think that's so tacky. You know, it's like, it's not like you're a million miles away. It's literally, you can work it out and make shit happen still, okay? It's difficult when people move across an ocean to a different country, though. That's a little bit tougher, which this does indicate some sort of leaving and crossing a body of water. Now, like I said, this doesn't have to be an ocean. It could be a river. Like where I live, there is a fuck ton of rivers and we go over bridges all the fucking time and over bodies of water all the time. To get to the next city over, you cross a bridge, you know? Stockholm is a very good example of this. It's like, what, like 30 some islands or something like this that are all connected by bridges. And that's incorporate like the whole entire city of Stockholm or something. If you're Swedish, or you've been there, go ahead and comment below and let me know if I got that right. I just know that there's a whole ton of like islands where they're definitely connected. And this could indicate that. I mean, you could just be moving to a different part of a city. You could be moving to a different state, but there is some sort of crossing of a body of water here, folks. Maybe even someone is going to go pursue their dream, working a job where they work on a ship. Okay, that could be another one, you guys. But there's so much worry that you're going to hurt someone's feelings or they're not going to love you anymore if you leave. But you need to get the fuck over that shit right now, because you are meant for great things. You need to follow your true north. You need to follow that North Star, your North Node. You're meant to do this. There's something grand and beautiful that's going to happen. You have to take that leap of faith and just trust, because there is fucking great offers and major money that is waiting for you somewhere else. What are you waiting for? You're letting someone's, feelings. It's like, I get it. You're sweet, you're kind, and you care about these people. I get it completely. But in order for you to grow and become the person you're supposed to be, you're going to have to cut the apron strings and move on. That is what I'm seeing here. So let's take a look at that empathy card and get some more insight into it. And of course, this is lunar energy. This has to do with our deep, dank, dark desires. And it has to do with what we desire in another person. It has to do with our inner workings, our inner self, our emotions, the side of ourselves that we kept hidden, and what you guys are hiding. And you're shitting down your shine for other people, but you're meant to be a star. You're meant to shine. You are meant to travel the world and do amazing, extraordinary things and make a lot of money doing it. You're supposed to pursue this passion. You're not supposed to sit on your butt with your thumb up your butt. You know what I mean? It's like, that's not, and like dim your light for other people. That's not what you're supposed to do. Those people are still going to be in your life, and they will definitely be around more. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. I'm definitely seeing it. This is Uranus energy too, by the way, which is, sudden epiphany. You're genius. You have genius ideas, genius things that are, thoughts, sudden downloads. This is also very sudden. Like when you decide to go do this, I feel like it's going to be quite sudden. And when this offer comes in, it's quick and sudden and fast. And it's like, expect the unexpected with this. And it's like everything you maybe you thought you would never get this opportunity. You applied for some position or job, or even to go to school or something in a different place, and boom, here it comes. You're going to get it. So, and it's going to come as a major surprise, and you are leaving behind all the turbulent waters and all the shit from the past, and you are smooth sailing forward right into that freaking amazing new beginning. So let's take a look at the moon in Pisces. When this card appears in a reading, it suggests that the questioner has more concern for the feelings of others, there it is, than for his or her own emotions. Exactly. You guys need to start giving a shit about yourself, okay? Too much people-pleasing crap. Enough, okay? The empathy card also indicates a very good feeling for public taste that can be exploited by the development of a new service or product that satisfies a general need. This is what you're meant to do. You have these ideas and these sudden like genius epiphany things and these ideas in which to create money, and man, is it going to pay off, okay? In this case. So the events here are situations such as hidden mystery, a powerful dream or premonition, a tendency to escape from situations through alcohol and drugs, the need to make a sacrifice, an ability to tap into public mood or taste to one's advantage. I definitely think it's the public mood to one's taste or advantage. Also, for those of you about the tendency to escape from situations through alcohol and drugs, perhaps for someone here, this is why you're moving on, because the crowd or the group of people that you're around, they're too much into this shit and you're not about that life anymore. And it's time for you to move on. And this is, if you are having struggles with this or you are having difficulties with this, I see you will be successful in leaving that part of your life behind. But I do feel for the majority of people, this has to do with tapping into that public, because you see the big picture. That is very Aquarian energy. Okay. Like straight up, especially if you're an Aquarius rising, this is definitely calling you out, saying that you have the capability to know what the public wants before the public even, knows that it wants it. And you can utilize this. Like maybe for some of you, for one person here, I feel like you could be getting a job with a forecasting service. And if you have never looked, oh God, I wish that I could have fucking done this. I could have done it, but it would require me to move and then upheave. It just was a nightmare. Okay. Like trying to move to go do this job. It's just like there was too much financial like problems with it. But yes, like Forecasting services are epic. Okay. I love them. The fact that somebody here could be working for one of them, you lucky dog, you. It's like, seriously, it is so, like, I see somebody here jamming at that and you're kicking ass at it and doing very well. You know, there's definitely some kind of, like, for some of you, yes, you could be having this dream and like really like have a premonition dream about this sudden epiphany and idea. This is very, you know, some of the most amazing inventors, geniuses, scientists and stuff. I literally talked about this in on the AURELIA YouTube channel in the Dream Journal stuff. And I posted it on my Patreon for anybody to see who's a member, any kind of member. You know, like, this is how Albert Einstein came up with stuff, okay? It was shown to him through his dreams. Again, he's a Pisces, so we have Pisces energy here. So if you are a Pisces, you know, Aquarian rising stuff, this is definitely your jam. There's some kind of sudden like premonition dream and you're going to get this idea and it's genius. You need to write that shit down immediately because you can make some serious dough and it is going to like have you moving and pursuing this goal. It's like you're going to get your dream home, your dream job. Everything is going to work out fabulously. But it does require movement. It requires trusting and believing and leap of faith, which is very 12th house matters. If you have water signs on the 2nd, 6th, and 10th houses, this is definitely for you. You have to have faith. You have to follow your North Star. You have to have trust and belief in the divine that things will work out for you, and they will. You know, emotion is definitely tied to your work. And it will show through. But you can utilize this Uranus energy quite well. Uranus is heading into that Gemini energy, which is also a very, you know, wow, like a heavy thinking idea type of house. So sudden epiphanies, sudden communication, sudden downloads with this kind of stuff. Where's your Gemini house? Look into that. That's coming up. So yeah, guys, that's it. That's all I see for this group. Quite amazing. Please head over to my Patreon if you would like to get a personal reading or check out that dream journaling video that I posted. That's for all members, including free ones. So check that out. You want to head over to my website also. Grab yourself a copy of Hunting the Empress for some awesome reading. And make sure to like, subscribe. Thank you guys for joining me today, and I'll catch you next time. Okay, for those of you who selected group 3, my final group with the moonstone, I don't know if you guys can see the flash in that. It's so pretty. I like it. It's really clear right there too. It's very nice. This side doesn't have as much flash, but this one, wow, definitely does. Woo! Anyway, okay. All right, let's look at the overall energy about your next life-changing moment, shall we? Before we throw down all the rest of the cards, we have the Tower. We have a Tower moment coming. Tower moments are not always bad. This is Mars energy. We also have Sun in Sagittarius with the 9th house matters with enthusiasm. I feel like that there's some kind of like sudden epiphany. There is definitely a sudden, like you don't expect it, some sort of opportunity to travel. And it's going to shake you to your core. This is Mars energy, which gets shit done. It has to do with our libido. It has to do with, you know, taking action. I feel like this is a very action oriented, and Sagittarius doesn't like to sit on its butt. Sagittarius is a very freedom loving sign. It is, you know, very adventurous. So I feel like this has to do with adventure. There's sudden, like you just like have this epiphany and you're like, fuck it, I'm going to go. I'm going to travel. I'm out of here. Bye. And it's like, this is going to change your life. Like this sudden, it's like one of my friends told me, because they had lived in multiple countries, like all over the world. And, you know, they were teaching in these different countries. And I said, wow, like, how can you just do that? How can you just like get up and just completely go to a place where they don't even speak, you know, the language that you speak and stuff like this? How do you deal with that? And she's like, you just don't think about it. You just go. And believe me, you won't regret it. That piece of advice has always stuck with me and I've never forgotten it. And that is the energy that I'm seeing right here. There is some sort of travels, and I'm getting chills all over my body, you guys. This opportunity is presenting itself. You need to take it and grab it by the balls and run with it, okay? Because you are going to have some fun, okay? And oh yeah, you are. This could be with a group, like a group of people. This could be like with some kind of collaboration that you're doing with a group of people. It has to do with like work, maybe a commission even, or an opportunity to go study with a group of people where you guys are working on a project together. The Fool, you are taking that leap of faith, absolutely. And get this, when you're there, we have a cup of love waiting for you. There is some sort of, this is why it's going to change your life, because this is where you find love, straight up. I'm like getting all giggly because this is exciting energy. Okay. Your person could have Mars conjunct the sun. Okay. Don't knock it till you've tried it. It's like, passionate as hell. Trust me. It's a fun one, trust me. And this is Uranus energy, sudden epiphany. Like literally, you can't even predict this. Okay, this like meeting this person. It's gonna happen when you least expect it. So don't even worry about it. Just go and just enjoy the whole experience, because poof, here comes Hottie. You know what I mean? And it's just sudden, like when you're on this trip and you're with these people, they're really going to bring out the good in you and that genius side, like that spontaneity, that fun. That's what this is. Total spontaneity here that I'm seeing. But man, and look at this, it's kind of funny because I was thinking, oh, Europe. And look at this. It's very European, like cathedral kind of stuff in the background here. That is very interesting. He's sitting on a cliff. There's a body of water with a mountain in the background, like maybe even a volcano. Oh, it's beautiful too. Like where you're at, it's just gorge. It's so freaking pretty. And perhaps there's even like paintings, on like, okay, I'm getting Italy for sure here. Okay, that's really coming through on this one for me, where there's paintings on top of the, on the chapel. This could even be some sort of like you're touring and you're checking out all these, famous buildings and stuff. But what's interesting about this is I don't see this in major touristy fucking areas. Yes, you're going to go through those, but it's like, I see this as like kind of like off the beaten path. And you discover this extraordinarily beautiful place and magical things kind of happen. So let's take a look at this enthusiasm card, shall we? All right, so we have the sun in Sagittarius. Okay, wait, I have my glasses on top of my head. When this card comes up, it indicates an attraction to foreign places and people, to the extent that the person concerned could live for some time in another country. It also reveals a strong intuitive ability that gives sudden flashes of inspiration or visions of future events. That's so Uranus energy too. That is fucking wild. That's very wow. Okay, that's all I have to say. The enthusiasm card in a reading predicts a drive to continue education. That's very ninth house matters. And to keep up a renewed interest in philosophical, religious, or ethical concepts. And it's funny, there's like a monk and like a monastery or a church or a chapel or something right here. Like, what the fuck? That's wild. Religious or ethical concepts. The downside of this card is the chance that one is about to let out a home truth that might hurt someone's feelings. Okay, you know what, straight up, what just went through my head is that you guys could be dating someone and you get this opportunity. Maybe it's even continuing education. It's at like a school, Oxford. Why did that just pop into my head? St. Andrews. These two things just popped into my head. Wow. Okay. Like literally you're going away and you're going over and you're like, bye, dude. bye chick, I'm leaving, bye, because you have this amazing opportunity. But it's meant to happen this way. And that could be the home truth that you are letting out, that you are just leaving. But this is like sudden, and it's like, this is an opportunity you don't want to pass up, because it's definitely going to change your life. So the events are splendid opportunities, contact from abroad, the prospect of long distance travel, a new philosophy, and optimism about a new project. And that's this. This is a project. What the fuck? This is crazy. This is so amazing. Wow. And you're really taking action, and you're running with it. It's like you're taking that leap of faith. It's all working out. By the way, this is peppermint. Peppermint could have something to do with this. This could be, there. It's growing right there too. You know, it's funny I said Italy, because herbs, you know, specific types of herbs, especially like mints and oreganos and things like this, they really like heat. And they like, you know, they don't like their feet too wet. Okay. So they like dry. Most herbs are like this, not all herbs. But a lot of them, like in the, you know, those families, they don't like too much mush, too much water. They like it a little, like Mediterranean climates. They, you know, certain herbs like rosemary and things like this do really well. But this is peppermint. Peppermint is a very cooling, you know, hey, I used to drive past where they grew peppermint for McCormick's. And it's crazy because it's in the middle of the Columbia Basin. Okay, if you don't know where that is, Google it. It's, you know, in Washington State. And it's just desert. Everyone thinks of Washington State as like some, you know, Pacific Northwest. It's cool, it's rainy, blah, blah, blah. It's mostly fucking desert, folks. And it's real dry and real hot in summer. But when you drive through the area where the mint is, and where they grow that, the temperature completely drops. And it smells fucking amazing. So I get the sense, you know, like, again, it's like they like dry. They like this kind of thing. I mean, they need water, obviously. But I think this is like a Mediterranean climate, honestly. It's like, you know, that kind of area, that kind of weather. And there's many countries that touch that. So think about that. I don't think that you're just going to be in one place. But for some reason, you know, the places I mentioned really stand out, and you're definitely traveling to different areas to learn things, or for some sort of project you're working on, or straight up to study. So very exciting stuff. Love is in the air with this one. And this is the moment that's going to change your life. You don't want to sit there. You want to grab this opportunity and take action. Mars is an action planet. It's not a sit on your butt planet. And it's a personal planet as well. So some of you might even have Mars is your chart ruler. So if you are a Aries rising or a Scorpio rising, this could definitely be your jam. Or this is for, you know, the person you're meeting. It could be that. Or this is for people who are Sagittarius suns, or they have, you know, like I said, Mars conjunct the sun. Maybe you're Sagittarius and you have Mars conjunct the sun. So, you know, this is your person. It's like when I look at him, he's so fucking handsome. So I get the sense this is kind of like the vibe of this person. They are good looking. They're very thoughtful, kind, passionate, romantic. They have a green thumb. They're good with plants. They might even smell like herbs or peppermint or something when you first meet, or they're eating something that has that, and like you can smell it. There's something about that scent in this person. They are extraordinarily loyal individual. They probably like dogs. Okay. They might have a dog. But it's like, you guys score. Okay. Like ding, 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 jackpot. So anyways, that's it. That's all I'm seeing. Please head over to my Patreon if you would like to check out more readings by me, as well as get a personal reading. Also, head over to my website. All the information is in the drop-down box. And support me by picking up a copy of Hunting the Empress, and follow my AS Aurelia YouTube channel. I would really appreciate that. Thank you guys for being with me, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.